All right, so that's good. Can you check real quick in the Content Masters group?
Yep.
Okay. It just took me to YouTube. I was like,
Yep, it's live.
all right, that's awesome. Hey, everyone, if you're joining in or looking to join the call, go to your HelloWoofy account. And on the bottom, you're going to be seeing a section called news from HelloWoofy.com team. Click on that, and you'll be able to join our call here today. We're going to be talking a little bit about some tips and tricks, some FAQ articles that we've written, some FAQs that or queues that have been coming through Zendesk and answering those questions as well, and then asking some of our customers to introduce themselves and some of the challenges and the solutions that they're looking for. So if you're looking for coming in, click on this little section on the bottom right of your account. Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, free group masterminds, mentoring sessions. Click on that, and you can join our call today live as well. Hey, Will, how are you?
I am good.
That's crooked glasses. There you go. Sideways.
Switch to these. These are better. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I only have one question for you. Well,
sure. Let's go. Let's jump right in.
It's just the MailChimp thing. That's not done yet, right?
No, Jack. We had this call this morning, right? Where were we with the integration?
I think I hopped on the call a little late, so I can't tell you where we are. I think it's soon.
The release
though,
is,
right?
I think, today or tomorrow. So we have it done. Actually, MailChimp is done. Shopify is done. Google Web Stories for Shopify and WordPress are done. The new mobile app is out on Android. The iOS one just got submitted today, so that should be out pretty soon as well. WhatsApp just got started in terms of integration. So if you're running a mastermind or a conference, after group in WhatsApp, that's going to be allowing you to automate that. I think you need a business account for that. They're really pushing for that stuff for business and specifically. And then reminders for Wix, Weebly, and Squarespace blogs is also next. And so you'll be getting the reminder to your phone because they don't have direct integrations. We're going to be deep linking the HelloWoofy app into those applications. And then I'm looking at the roadmap right now. Oh, and then Alexa capabilities are getting some sprucing up there as well. We just got the app approved for HelloWoofy itself. So then we're going to be allowing customers to create their own apps and skills very, very soon as well. Yeah, so there's a lot coming out in the next few hours to few days.
All right, and I guess I have more questions. The other one we talked about that the articles don't have a date that it was published, a published date.
Oh, you're talking about the Discover section. Jack, let's make a note to follow up on that point because what he's talking about is when you go into the Discover section and let's say we click on this ABC article here, it doesn't say, it is obviously the newest thing, but it doesn't say where, what time it came from.
Or when. Some of them can be old. Sometimes it can end up. So
yeah,
because if I'm what I'm searching for, like I said, shipping, the results aren't the best.
Yeah, no, we see that. So that's something that needs to be taken a look at. It's on the roadmap. It depends on where it is on the hierarchy. So Jack, let's make sure that we get the dates in for that. Both the basic publication and the advance. Looks like the advance is also needing that.
Yeah, I was looking at the RSS feeds. I was searching those. So just adding them.
Let's make some notes on that. All right. How are you doing, by the way? Actually, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell our viewers who don't know who William is, who you are, what you do, and some of the wins of the week you have.
William Balash. I'm in shipping logistics. I set up the accounts for startups all the way to enterprise, help them cut the costs, improve the process, just overall fix the back end, that side of the business, so they can grow and be competitive.
So you must be working with a lot of e-commerce companies. I'm assuming like physical goods.
Yeah, even the brick and mortars moved into e-commerce. If they didn't, they didn't last very long. You know, yeah, I know I had some customers. I told them you got to build before this whole COVID thing. I was telling them you got to build your the e-commerce side, your social media side, and everything. And they felt they didn't need to until they did.
Yeah, and that's where it comes down, is when you're ignorant. But here's the thing, right? Not everyone is meant to be in the top 10%, 1%, 5%, whatever you want to call it. You really have to hustle. You really have to be at the forefront of your industry, which is why, actually, funny you mentioned selling in e-commerce. One of the things that I've been really pushing for is getting a proof of concept up and running for the ability to do e-commerce, just like your favorite QVC shows and the Billy Mays of the world. You're actually seeing the ability to go live on the speakers and be able to sell directly. And so that's something that will be really powerful. Plus, you can go live. You can ping the speakers and say, "Hey, this is William going live in 5 minutes," with an offer, or interviewing someone that has an offer or whatnot. That'll be interesting. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty cool, especially for e-com.
Yeah, I know there are software out there that'll create that. They'll put a button on their on whatever it is to keep you in the same space instead of bouncing to other websites, and which is can be a bit of a hassle, I guess.
Do you have any examples or names like that? Maybe possibly we can do some API integrations.
Oh, hold on a second. There's one guy. Let me see. I have it here. I'm looking at his stuff. He sells his stuff on Warrior Plus.
Warrior Plus. Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, and one is like Video Payflow.
Video Payflow.
But he does a lot of software development. He's out, I think, out of Switzerland. He does a ton of. He's always come up with new software. Video embedded videos in your WordPress. A lot of different things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually, Jack, we should look into embedding the licenses that I'm talking about in the upsells. We should see if we can put a link on the video itself, kind of like YouTube style. Although on YouTube on mobile doesn't have embed, but we have a Vimeo, so we should probably figure that out if we can somehow include this. This looks cool. Warrior Plus.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different softwares. The one he just put out the other day was, like I said, it's Video Payflow. So that people could pay from the video. They could pay on PayPal from the video.
Payflow integration. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Right here.
So for me, I'm more looking at something like that for scheduling the appointment. In other words, they watch the video and then it would pop up at a certain time where they can schedule a follow-up right then and there from the video. So
this is hilarious. I'm on his website right now, and it's just a giant video.
Well, yeah, yes, he does that. And you click on it, and it gives you a little. He talks about the product.
Wow.
I gotta reduce my volume.
Yeah.
So where is the the ability to pay or not pay?
Yeah, he's going through it. He goes through it here. See right there, buy with PayPal.
Okay.
And you can have that.
It'd be really cool if he actually had it on the video that he's showing about the video. That would have been pretty cool. Huh. Fascinating.
Yeah.
That is very fascinating.
Right. So for me, something like that would be good. As I said, not so much for, I mean, I could do something with PayPal if I wanted to charge consulting fees, but really it's more for scheduling a time for them to know more. I could put a button there, like you have a button, schedule time, but to be able to put it in a video like that is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have a button next to the video that it will take you to the shopping, the shop rather, in Alexa.
Or whatever link you want to put, whatever link I want to put in. right?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a button and it'll take you to your WooCommerce or your Shopify or whatnot. That'll be the first version. Then we'll make it a little bit more embedded, more native. But yeah, that's interesting. Hey, Madeline, welcome.
Hey.
That'll be the first version.
So we're just we're going. Someone's playing a video or something.
Here, let me move the video out.
All right, there you go. So so we're going around, just asking you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your your company. What do you do? Some challenges you're facing, and how can we help today?
So I'm Madeline. I own Tiger Shark Marketing, and I actually have a pretty big company. So we rebuild websites from simple to complex.
Okay.
My developer, she's been a developer for the last 20 plus years.
Nice.
So we do a lot of different types of projects, build apps, other types of web stores. We build regular websites. We fix people's issues with say forms and actually kind of like what you guys were talking about right now with the whole payment system. We've done stuff like that. We develop buttons. My developer also, on top of working for me, she works for a really massive company that handles, government websites, university websites. If you've ever logged into any form of university, her hands have been on it. She is the magic sauce behind the universities. And
what is your website? What is your, and Bill, also put your website in the chat so we can give you some love, because this is being
currently my current website is back under reconstruction, but if you go to Facebook, you can find me at Tiger Shark Marketing LLC.
Tiger Shark Marketing. Okay, let's put that up.
And so we do everything. We do literally just about everything. So we do a lot of content posting. I do social media management. I actually just also hired on my brother to manage this side of things on the content posting. So I'm actually trying to figure out HelloWoofy a little bit more.
Sure. What are some of the challenges you're running into with that, with your business overall? I think I just found your web page. Is this it?
Yep.
Okay. So if anyone wants to reach out, here's the contact information right there, and then we'll also put your link to your website. I can share that with everyone as well. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, WhatsApp integration. So tell me about that a little bit. I was just talking to Will. The WhatsApp integration for us is actually coming out next. We just kicked that off. How do you use WhatsApp for your business?
Oh, so WhatsApp, I actually have people that have messaged me from my page and have been like, hey, I'm interested in getting some development work done. And they have sent messages, and even one of my clients for content creation, he came through that as well. And then I'm in some other really massive masterminds, like with Dan Fleischman, Lions Not Sheep, Sean Whalen, Apex, Ryan Stewman, all those big guys. And I can tell you, that has been a very powerful button for me.
That is interesting. So are you in group masterminds with WhatsApp groups as well? Because I know a lot of masterminds, they have WhatsApp groups, or after, the fact that you get thrown into a group.
Correct. I am in some masterminds that are masterminds within masterminds.
Okay.
And then I'm also in masterminds, just on where they have that specific one within our WhatsApp chats and stuff like that. And I can tell you, it's been really nice having that, because I'm able to connect with them. We can connect instantly, and they can be people all over the world. So internationally, that also helps. And then especially if say I have hired somebody before from the Philippines. Yeah. And I can tell you it was beneficial in regards to being able to connect with them, get responses really fast, and just making sure that we're all on that same page. And so WhatsApp is really awesome. It's a really good feature to have for any type of business, and any business that wants to have those types of features and just be able to be quick,
Yeah, it's interesting because they're really pushing for all of these things, especially Facebook. They just came out, I think, a few weeks ago, and they said we're doubling down on this. I think they might be starting to charge as well. So it's a good thing that we have it on our roadmap. Just to review for everyone else who's tuning in now, if you take a look at our roadmap, I was telling Bill Is it Bill? Do you call yourself Bill as well? Because every time I see a Will, I want to call it Bill.
I use them all.
Use them
William,
all.
Bill, Billy. It all depends. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so I was just telling Will that we just kicked off WhatsApp integration. Shopify integration is done. It's in release mode right now. Mailchimp.
Shopify would be awesome.
Yeah. So the ability to control your blogs for Shopify and Google Web Stories for Shopify is done, and WordPress is done. And Mailchimp is done. Weebly, Wix, and Squarespace. The blog integration is going to be coming up soon as well through reminders, and then Alexa capabilities is going to get a pretty big boost as well. So there are a whole bunch of things coming here in addition to like other smaller non-integration stuff, just straight up upgrades.
So like, what about like TikTok reels and Instagram reels and carousels and stuff like that?
Yeah, so we have that now. We do.
That's one of the main things that I'm doing right now. And one of the issues that we're having is when we go to Canva, we can't pull up like the saved videos that we've already created.
So we're about to upgrade the Canva integration. Canva was trying to figure out why it's a little buggy, what's going on with it. So we figured out a couple of things. So we're going to be upgrading it. But most of these videos have been sent through the reminder system in our own platform. And then obviously posted to my TikTok account and also the HelloWoofy TikTok account. Now with Carousel, you said Carousel, with the Instagram integration, you can now, if you have the business account on Instagram, you can automatically post carousels, all images, or you can post just one image or one video automatically without reminders. You just have to make sure that the video or image is 5:4, 4:5, or 1:1 in ratio. So like 800 pixels by 1,000 pixels will do the trick, and then of course 1,000 by 1,000 pixel will do the trick. Now, when it comes to reels, if you're scheduling reels, then you have to, even if it's a business account, that's fine. Just connect it as a reminder through the business to the personal integration. And so what that means is, and make sure that the video is vertical. What'll happen is when you get reminded on your phone, it'll actually ask you, hey, do you want to post this as a reel instead? So that there are two ways to do it. If you have a vertical video, then it'll automatically remind you saying, hey, this is do you want to rather put it as a reel, or send it as a reel? It'll download it to your phone, and then you can upload it as a reel directly into Instagram as well. So that's just something.
So you always have to use it as a reminder and then post.
For reels, yes, and stories, yes. For carousels and feed, those are fully automated so long as you follow the two rules that I just mentioned in order to be able to post. So for example, let me see if I can find an example here. So I posted that video, the long form video about AI. So this was the video right there about talking about Google coming after people who are creating robotic content. And then I'll choose Instagram. So the next question is, what is it? Is it an Instagram account, TikTok account? So then I'll choose Instagram, and yes, I'm logged in. Okay. Then it's going to open up the Instagram app itself. You can see it's the app right there, and it's asking me on the bottom, is it a feed or is it a story? You can't really see it, but I'm going to choose feed. And then the next question is going to be, do you want to post this as a reel, or do you want to post it as a feed post? That's the bottom is reel. Then I can have it uploaded as a reel, and all the caption, all of that stuff is already copied into my clipboard. So that's how I posted that as a reel.
So then we would also have to make sure that we're logged into that account that it's going to post to as well.
Yes, yeah, that would be the ideal situation. Yeah, because and you can have a few accounts on your phone logged in at a time if you want.
Okay, because I'm
that's just, by the way, these are terms and conditions.
Long-term solutions for like multiple clients. So currently I have like 8 clients in holding that I'm going to be adding that all need like TikToks and Instagram Reels and all of that as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Instagram is opening up its API more and more over the years, but these are just policy issues that you have to follow. And so we try to make it as easy as possible in the platform to, give you the specifications and sizes and dimensions. Like, for example, Instagram doesn't like 4K videos. We learned that a few weeks ago. So we're adding some validation to that. Is that, even though it says like one of the 4K videos I was trying to upload is like 10 megabytes, they didn't like it. And so
could that be why when my brother tried uploading a video to the platform, why it didn't upload?
Right now the limit is 32 megabytes for non 4K. And then 4K just in general is not doing it well at all on Instagram. Instagram just rejects it. And so keep that in mind. It has to be 1080p resolution. I sometimes upload 480p or 720p just to keep it under 32 megabytes.
Well, we're trying to upload it to the HelloWoofy one, and it wouldn't take the video.
It might be over 32 megabytes, but we're about to upgrade the limit to 100 megabytes actually, so that'll solve that problem. But check the resolution also.
I'm under the agency plan, I believe.
Okay, the limit for per video is the same. We're going to be upgrading that pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also,
I've just been trying to figure out the solutions there. And then also, is there a way to separate out the calendars? Because for whatever reason, right now, mine is showing like my clients' calendars are also under my calendars.
Oh, because you may not have multiple calendars set up. You may have put everything in one calendar. So make multiple calendars just by clicking on Add New Calendar. I've done the
Add New Calendar, but now I'm trying to figure out how to get the account set to the other calendar.
Oh, so then go to the other calendar. So like, for example, if I'm in personal, and then I go to settings, you'll see there's nothing there. But then if I go to my calendar, you'll see all my accounts are here, every single one.
Yeah.
So you just have to separate it out. Just switch the calendars. Literally, just click on it and switch it, and then click on Add Social here, and then you can add those.
So I would have to go through and re-add all of the clients' accounts.
Yeah, to that specific account. Now, keep in mind, you're on the agency and hire plan, so those plans will get multiple libraries down the road. Right now, there's only one library, but in the future, you'll have multiple libraries, and within those libraries, you'll have multiple calendars. So you can actually bifurcate one client's library from another. Right now, it's all in one, but eventually we will.
I'm just trying to find the most streamlined way to make this easier on the people I have working for me, and also just like the clients and everybody involved. Because right now,
go ahead.
The clients can see everything.
I would say make sure the content is like, let's say client A motivational quotes, client B motivational quotes, and so on and so forth. So for your internal team, you may want to do it that way. And then in the calendar, the same thing: client A, client B, client C, and then have them associated with those accounts there. But like I said, we're going to be introducing multiple libraries. That'll simplify things for you.
That'll be nice, because currently, like, all the clients can see my other clients.
And where though? In management team?
Like in all of their accounts, like they can see their accounts.
That's because they're all in one calendar, and you probably added them to one calendar, so you have to separate them out.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. When you once I separate them out, they won't be able to see the other stuff.
Yeah. So exactly, calendar access. You can choose like only coffee shop, category access, only motivation.
And then the other half of it is I also gave them admin access so they could actually create posts.
Your clients?
Yes. Because I also want them to be able to schedule out posts as well, because that's like part of the deal that we've had.
I would probably then say create, and you do an editor role and try that, and then give us feedback, because we're actually, it's funny you mentioned this, we're actually adjusting this right now and making it better. So more feedback is going to be better for us, but maybe get them editor role instead.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, one of the biggest issues, even with the editor role, is that they can't just go through and like add content that they sit there and like create as they're doing it.
They can't?
No.
Editor, create posts, create drafts. They should be able to update them, view them. They should be able to do that. Here, do me a favor. Send us a ticket if that is not true, and Jack and the rest of the team can take a look at that.
And they've also had problems like pulling from the actual library, which has been one of my issues there.
Pulling as in like scheduling content out.
Yeah.
So like if you go in here and you click on the little triangle, they don't see this ability to schedule.
Yeah.
Send us a ticket. We may have to look at your account specifically. It might just be a UI issue more than anything else, but we'll take a look at it.
Okay. And then will they also be able to pull then from the actual library? Like if I create a bunch of content, they'll be able to go into a library, pull and schedule from the library.
Yeah, that is the idea. Yeah, because we have teams on here and people do schedule, content from the library, other members of the team. Yeah. But awesome. I know Fred just joined, and I did want to give a quick shout out to Will with his website, Quandary Shipping. Will, where are you based out again?
It's far from done. It's far from, because I have other ones. I'm in New York City, but I've got the whole world, domestic and international.
Sweet.
Yeah, I haven't built this one.
What type of shipping do you do, Bill?
If a box or a document moves, I have a way to move it, domestic and international. I work with all the carriers.
But do you do like container shipping and stuff like that? Because I actually come from the container area. So I actually worked for, you've probably heard some really massive companies. I worked for one of the largest companies with iRepit and the guy who actually built My Mini Casa. Aaron's a very close friend of mine. And so I actually did that for quite some time. So I actually was all the international lines. I have all the connections to all the container stuff.
That's so funny. Small world.
Ocean, air, yep.
We used to
ocean, air, everything.
My mom used to use AT&T back in the day.
Yeah. Warehousing, fulfillment, technology, FedEx, UPS, DHL, post office. Yeah, everything.
Beautiful. I'm actually I'm actually in a group, in a WhatsApp group, in fact, with the owners of DHL, FedEx, and quite a few others, because we're doing stuff with the Ukraine. Mm-hmm. So. Wow.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to know. They don't want to know about me, and I don't want them to know about me, because I come in at third. Yeah, I'm third-party logistic, because I end up cutting out the local sales rep.
Hey, I don't blame you. So, I know how third-party logistics go.
All right, let's move over to Frederick, because he just joined the call as well, and let's have him introduce himself. And Frederick, if you can hear us, please go on camera and tell us a little bit about yourself. Some of the things you're going through. Hey, there's another kid. Hey, hello. There's another human being on the call. And tell us a little bit about yourself, some of the challenges you're running into, and how can we help you today?
I'm getting my camera up and going. I'm Frederick Smith. I run a marketing company called Thoughts to Inc. I help startups really. I focus as being their digital marketing guide, and really just kind of helping them.
Digital marketing guide.
Guide, not God.
Oh, God sounds cool too.
No, I try to be modest.
Like Zeus style marketing.
Just I want to be their coach to help them develop their marketing plan. And my goal is to position myself out of a job with them in like 18 months.
Oh, interesting.
So then they are like subscription, or like I get the money that way. But the one-on-one aspect kind of filters out. Yeah. Something that you could help me with
sure.
HelloWoofy is when I import content, like I was making the libraries and stuff, and I was seeing what Madeline was doing with her library and stuff. I have issues importing RSS feeds.
Okay, be more specific. So I'm assuming you're going to the workflow, which is import, RSS. You throw the link in there, and then what happens?
So I'm gonna put up the website that I was at. Okay, I was at added.
Well, tell me this: is it coming through, or have you set it up yet? Or
I've set up the import RSS. The problem is in that first box you have. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you paste it in, it'll work, and then sometimes it'll paste it in and it will not work.
Well, because we have a lot of intelligence in this one form, because some people were trying to, import literally their homepage, and so that wouldn't work. It was like google.com, and I was like, that's not going to work. But put the RSS feed, if you're okay with it, sharing it publicly. Put it in the chat, and let's take a look at it. As far as this topic's concerned, one of my favorite ways to do or find the feeds is like you're in the marketing space. Let's say RSS marketing feeds, and I'll actually go to Feedly or FeedSpot, find something here. Okay, the HubSpot has one here, and then I will just use that URL and throw that URL into the section here, and then you can see how it says RSS XML. That usually means that it's in the right format to be added into this. But let me take a look at yours, and also submit a ticket if it doesn't work here.
Okay.
Because we'll have to probably do a more for in-depth investigation there. And then also, if it's not your content, I always send it to pending, because I have no idea what's going to come through, and I don't want to have it clog up my library. And so usually I send it to pending, and then once it's sitting in pending, like, we have a whole bunch of content here sitting in pending, that I could be like, you know what, I don't like that, reject it. I like that, add it. I don't like this, reject it, and clean it up a little bit, and then you can have your content ready to go. So that's another trick to keep in mind as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll put that in chat.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Actually, the other cool thing is also, uploading images in bulk saves you a ton of time. So I just upload all these images, and the way you do that is by clicking on import. Right next to import RSS, you can import images up to 30 and have them all read, have emojis added in, add your hashtags to all the posts, and then you're good to go.
Can you walk, like, how do you so, because on the new post, when you imported the images, are you automatically type in the headline, the copy that's going to be on top of the image?
No, I just go in here. I can just go in here and say, let's see. So this is me working at. Actually, I was at a mastermind here. So work hard, play hard as a caption, and then I can go to the next one and be like, Snoopy. We have to add the autocomplete technology here. We don't have it in the quick edits. So he loves to work in the sun. And then, but if you go in, actually edit, like let's say we want to edit this post here specifically, edit this one here, work hard, play hard. It'll actually start giving you recommendations for emojis, and autocomplete technology will be based here as well. Like here, like that. And then what's global running day? Wednesday thought. There you go. And then you can save it, and then you're good to go. So we're going to add, the quick edit doesn't have a lot of the intelligent functionality, but the main, when you edit it, it will have that. And then you can go through each platform, each other post, and you're good to go. There you go.
Okay.
All right. What other questions do you guys have, or other challenges you're running into? It could be any part of your business as well. And guys, if you're looking to join in, if you're hearing us on live on any of the platforms, click on that link on the bottom left of your account where it says mentoring sessions, masterminds, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. And you can join our call and ask questions and get help. There you go. I fixed that one as well. Madeline, William, Fred, anything else you guys want to talk about? So Jack, what are some of the tickets that we're running into in terms of the top questions coming through that you're seeing? And we can address those here as well.
Well, primarily within the last 48 hours, it's been a lot of tickets coming in with the team management, which we did cover already today, but we're also going to be revamping to add some further logic and functionality. So that is coming soon. So hopefully those we'll be able to answer all those. In terms of that, we've had some issues with Google My Business disconnecting, but I know that we also have an update coming soon that should fix that problem. So I've been telling everyone to hang tight and look out for an update.
Yeah. And by the way, Jack is our chief of staff. He just got nominated into that position because he does badass work. And so thank you, Jack, for your contributions. Exactly. But yeah, those are some updates that are coming soon. Roadmap updates, integration updates, improvement updates. What else have you been seeing from your conversations as well?
Well, I will say that we now have a new support page that will be highlighted within the HelloWoofy app.
Why don't you go ahead and share that and walk us through the new nav flow?
So you will be able to access it. Hold on, let me move this here. Oh. I don't like Zoom. So within app.hellowoofy.com, pressing this image here or whatever, this will be changed to support. But clicking this will bring you to this new support page that is actually kind of a home for all of our support options, where you can watch video tutorials. You could go to our new knowledge base of FAQ articles that is way more organized than it was previously. And there's more and newer articles in here as well that are all stored away in nice categories. And then you can also submit a ticket and schedule a call all through this screen as well. So it's new, it's all in one location, and it allows everyone to actually kind of be able to navigate all the support options instead of just a couple when within the HelloWoofy app. So
that's great. That's great. Do you guys have any questions? Well, Madeline and Frederick, on any of those things that we just covered, or any other feedback?
Good so far. Good so far.
Yeah, good so far.
Awesome. Well, did you want to say something as well before Jack was sharing that?
I forgot at this point.
I do have a question.
Yeah, Fred, go ahead.
So are you going to be is webhooks part of the plan?
So you mean like doing a custom software build on top of HelloWoofy?
Well, just or because like I don't build off of WordPress. I don't build off the platforms that you're currently offering. So
okay.
In
when you say
webhooks,
build, are you talking about because we're mostly integrating with web builders for the purposes of scheduling Google Web Stories to them or blogs to them?
Yeah, and that's what I would love this to be able to do. And if you was doing like integration in like Zapier or webhooks, I would be able to import it in my my AWS platform.
So you have a fully customized, well, AWS is a server, but you have a website built that's hosted on AWS. What is the website built in?
What's the website builder?
Yeah, what is it built? Yeah.
Symvoly.
Symvoly?
Symvoly, SIMVOLY.
SIMVL?
OLY.
OLY.
Yeah.
Symvoly website builder and storefront. Okay, I've never heard of this one, but let's see if they have a developer section. API developers. Yeah, they do. Let's take a look at what it offers. Pagination, products, orders, farms, bookings. Because we'd have to look into this. Looks like it's mostly for ecom. I don't see a blog section here. But the second thing.
Look at the webhooks on the bottom.
So that looks like a funnel, and looking at the coding in it, it's just funnel coding. So likely, even with going into it, it's kind of like how phone sites is, Funnelytics, all those things, because it's simple website creation. Is that correct?
Well, this also looks like it's more for orders and funnels. You're right. So I mean, this is me looking at it like for 2 seconds, but we'd have to look at a whole bunch of things. Product IDs. Yeah, this is mostly for products, which is interesting because you're
working in a situation like that.
Unless we were doing the Alexa stuff, because as I was mentioning earlier, the enterprise version will have ecom built into the smart speaker, so you can buy while the person's live on your TV. And so Symvoly, actually, Jack, let's go ahead and add how did I get here? Symvoly. Let's add this to our roadmap as well and take a look at the ecom integrations.
Ecom and they have a blog because they're big on blogs.
Yeah, but not in their developer section. So we'd have, unless it's hidden, we'd have to look into that. Core features, page builders, engage. Yeah. So here's the other thing you guys can help me with is find, like, if you have like very niche but solid audiences in these like web builders, like let us know about the names of them. And if they have a developer section, that's even better. Otherwise, what we have to do is reach out to them and see if they would do a API integration with us so that we can help their customers rather. Like GrooveFunnels was another one that came up recently. I was having dinner with the founders just a few weeks ago. What else? Like a couple of other ones came up actually. Actually, speaking of which, ClickFunnels might have a developer section too. Let's see. No, they do not. Public API. Yeah, they have an API. Yeah, let's take a look at ClickFunnels as well, because ClickFunnels. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, have you focused on like how would integrating like with Zapier or was it Intromat or something like that?
Well, those are just middlemen, but the issue is if the web builder doesn't have any endpoint to allow you to push a blog or a web story or anything, it doesn't matter what you have, because we always go direct. We don't have to use Zapier, but Zapier has to then do something as far as an integration is concerned. Otherwise, they will have the same issue that we will, which is there's no endpoint to connect with. It's like they don't have an address to go to. It doesn't matter who I send the box to; no one can find the address.
But I have it hooked up currently with Zapier, and I could push content to the thing. So I'm thinking like if I'm thinking like it would just give HelloWoofy more flexibility.
To do a Zapier integration for sure. To do a Zapier integration for Symvoli, unless Symvoli has an endpoint, it's not going to matter. But we went thinking about doing Zapier integration anyways for a bunch of other things, because people do want to build on top of HelloWoofy, but those are more specific agencies and they want to do custom build outs and use us as a backend, which could be pretty powerful actually. That might be a conversation we'll have next week. Jack, let's put that on the list as well as Zapier integration and white labeling, because a lot of agencies are asking us for white labeling or at least gray labeling.
Yes, I am one of those.
There you go, Fred and Madeline. There you go. Awesome.
Definitely white.
I have definitely asked for white labeling because of the way that my clients are, and because I have massive masterminds that I'm part of, so I'm very with big high-end people,
And by the way, tell me more about those masterminds. Just write me an email real quick, and so we have a conversation going there, because I'm on an 18-city tour right now. We've done about 5 cities so far. Actually, 3 of those were in Miami, because all 3 masterminds happen to be one weekend after the other. But we're looking to sponsor or join masterminds, and because those are actually really good ways for us to find new clients. And if you're not an affiliate already, definitely become an affiliate.
And then if I'm in there, I'm trying to get my clients from there.
That's funny.
So,
and actually, we're also, a lot of those mastermind founders are, investors in our company now. So like
one
Craig
of
Shaw,
I have to say one of my absolute favorites is Dan Fleischman.
I've known Dan for years. We met
Dan is amazing.
Met him at Ty Lopez's conference a while ago.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll call it. Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah. Just one last thing. I was playing around. I can post stuff to Trello through an email. So that's one of the reasons why I was looking at that MailChimp integration. So that's another way of looking at it. You can post to different platforms of software through the email.
Yeah, and as far as where it's going to go is for people who are interested, it's going to go in the journal section. And so the same place you have the blog, like 3 ways to be consistent on social media. If you want to schedule this out with the hyperlink, as you can see, there's a hyperlink here. You can just upload it and you can say, I want it to go to Medium and MailChimp at the same time. No, I don't want to do a social post. Or yes, I want to do a social post. And you got 3 different, avenues scheduled out immediately. And by the way, when you do social posts, you can also do the Alexa speaker there, because you can attach a video. Yeah, it's a quite powerful all-in-one. I mean, the vision is really to be, just make it super simple, create, schedule, and post anywhere. Like be the Uber of smart marketing, essentially.
Yeah, because with Trello, we have a news article that goes out every day just to internal.
News article. Okay, interesting. All right, so send me like a little example of that, Will, and see how we can we can put that in here. And then Madeline, also email me. Let's try to do some stuff on the back end in terms of business development. And then Fred, you mentioned about the Zapier integration. We'll get on top of that and see what we can do with that.
I would definitely love to have some from a white label. That way, when I'm going to clients, I can't just go and like go around me and use other things. I've had some.
Well, the thing that we always yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry, there was some lag there. Go ahead.
I was just saying that I have had some issues of other people literally essentially stealing my entire business and rebuilding it as their own business.
Got it.
So
well, the difference, the thing I always say to that is you have to become the thought leader of whatever your industry is in, right? Because I was just talking to someone else who was a financial advisor, and he was talking to me about, how financial advisors don't want to talk to other financial advisors, but it turns out all the financial advisors I send to him, they do some sort of agreement, they do like a commission structure, they do whatever they need to do to make sure that everyone's taken care of. And all of a sudden now they're getting asked to speak at different events, wealth advisory conferences and whatnot. So we actually, you probably know this already, we actually integrated with Hootsuite 2 years ago, and we were like, I was like, hey Ryan, a lot of your customers want to use Hootsuite with our AI functionalities on top of it. Would you integrate? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. And so we're the only competitors in his ecosystem that co-creating with him. So yeah. And now people come to us for like futuristic channels like Alexa, Google Web Stories. We have a whole bunch of other things that we haven't really talked about. Augmented reality, scheduling, so your clients can see what's being scheduled in front of them, and you can be like a mile away and you can do all the scheduling in front of them. They just have to hold up a phone. So
that's awesome.
They come to us for like being that shepherd of technology, digital marketing technology, but by no means do we say, hey, don't use Hootsuite. Go use Buffer, you use Sprout Social if you want to, but we're definitely bringing a lot of new avenues into small businesses.
See, and that'll be really awesome because I work with a lot of businesses like that. So like for instance, one of my guys, it's Prime Barbecue Club. Okay. And I'm actually working on getting an actual white labeled product with them for them. Currently they essentially source boxes like literally like I have.
I love the agency business because your house is just filled with all your client stuff.
So now, so two points. Number one, Madeline, you did raise a good point about the white label because I also do business consulting, and I do want to bring HelloWoofy in for them to use. And the other one is, how can I help you and your customers with your shipping, Madeline? You just showed me a whole bunch about
they literally are currently packing it inside of their house, and he's just dropping off all the packaging.
Okay, well, put your contact information again in the chat, and Madeline do the same thing, and then you guys can connect, because we've definitely had people do business on these calls and podcast hosts and things like that. So that's why we do these, is to support small businesses. But if you guys are listening in live on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube right now and you're not on this call, you're missing out, because this is how we're helping you guys help each other.
All right,
you guys ever need websites, apps, anything like that built? I'm your girl. I got it.
There you go.
Well, I put it in the web. I put my information. There you go. Put it in. Yeah, put your link. Yeah, put your stuff in there, because yes, the networking, what do they call that? The connecting.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sure. I do that across the board. I always have. So basically the way I put it is, if you make nuts and somebody else makes bolts, I put you together and go sell nuts and bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the way to do it.
All right, did you guys get each other contact information? Because we're going to close the session in the next
Let me
minute
save the chat.
Sure.
Boom.
Let's go like this, and then 530-615-917. Boom. There you go.
All right. Wonderful.
All right. Well, go ahead and grab that.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you, Madeline.
Nice meeting you too.
All right, guys.
Frederick,
virtual hugs from New York City. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll see you next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And if there's anything else we can do for you, let us email us. Support tickets are available. Support calls are available as well. But also introduce other small businesses that can use HelloWoofy. Underdogs who can benefit. Hey, awesome guys. Take care.